Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. It's an episode of this week's Pipes. This week is just getting colder and colder. It was like 1 degree in the shop this morning, which is ridiculous. I know I've heard of places in Canada where it's been getting to minus 40 Celsius, that is, which sounds cripplingly cold. But it's not that cold here, but it's still, when you've got to use your fingers, it's still pretty darn cold. Yes, I do have a heater, but the colder it gets, the less effective it gets. So I think I was getting it up to around about 10 degrees. It was probably about the highest I could get it in the shop today. It's not an insulated shack, this workshop. So heat evaporates out of it as quickly as the heater can generate it. But hey ho. I'm smoking. GLP's Kensington in the Acorn. A lovely Virginia Forward Attica blend. I haven't reminded myself what the ingredients are, so I'm not sure if it falls into an English blend or not. I can taste the Virginias. They're really sweet. And the Attica is way in the background. It's just a little smoky undercurrent. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But let's get on to the meat of this video, which is this week's pipes. Even though the first pipe I want to show you is not a new pipe, it's just a reminder. This one hasn't found a new home, so this one's available. It I think it got overshadowed by the Four Horsemen pipe set when I came out with it. So I just want to let you guys know that the this Prince, it's a contrast blast, so black and tan contrast blast with a infrared stem, a very deep red. Nice little fellow. Email me if you're interested. This week is 2 commissions, and they were done as a set, and another one that I made, but that sold earlier today. So let's have a look. Which one shall I show you first? I'll show you the one that was available earlier. When I was thinking what to do for this one, I knew I wanted to do a horn. It's been a couple of weeks since I'd done one. I felt I need to keep my eye in. And I was wondering what stem material to pair with it. And I think I've used most of my vintage range except for 2. The Cosmic Orange and the Yithian Yellow. And I just wanted to use the yellow. I thought it would be a good fit for what I had in mind. And I have to admit, halfway through I wasn't sure of myself. I thought, have I made a good decision or not? But in the end I was very pleased with it. As you can see, a black sandblast Viking horn with the Yithian yellow stem. Did a kind of medium blast on this guy. I didn't want to really eat into the shape, I just wanted to reveal some texture. So we've just got like straight grain coming up the side. Always get loads of bird's eye under here because obviously all the straight grain is like pointing to the bottom of the bowl. Do get this evidence of the ring grain going along. Usually comes out a little more pronounced than that, but I was happy with that for this pipe. I was more going for, like I say, a texture than revealing loads of ring grain. But you can just see it sort of curving up the side there. And there the yin yellow stem. If you recall, the vintage range is slightly translucent, so it really makes the colours pop. They're not solid colour, they're not transparent either, they just sit in this midway point that gives them a really interesting vibrancy. So, that was the Viking horn. The other two, as I say, I have done as a set. One is a Dr. Silence reading pipe that I'll show you in a moment. You've seen those before. But this one is a volcanic billiard. What does he mean by volcanic? It's what I named the first version of this, just because of, I think, partly the way that the plateau is used and the colour palette. So as you can see, red and black contrast blast. Loads of plateau on the rim, but a plateau at the end of the shank as well. So the stem is recessed into the shank, and so I can preserve the plateau on the outside, just for a really organic look. I was quite lucky with the stem in that it came out, the pattern was really dynamic, which is kind of what this design wants. There you go. Quite a well-proportioned lad, this guy. It's partly because of the needing to recess the stem. You need to make the shank thicker than you would normally do. Otherwise the stem becomes much thinner than I would normally do. And then the bowl has to be in proportion with the shank. So it's kind of a chunky boy. I'll keep him out just to compare, because then the Slender Man, the Dr. Silence reading pipe had the same sort of treatment in colour. As you can see in this blast, like the ring grain really came out. Just happens that way sometimes. Sometimes briar it really yields to the sandblast, and sometimes it fights it, so you never know really what you're going to get. Nice bit of craggy plateau on the top. Loads and loads of ring grain. And a stem that's nearly like splashed paint. That's what it seems to bring to mind. So I'm just going to show you those guys together. If I can figure out how to do that. Bring back. There we go. So you can see that these guys are brothers, effectively. With plateau as the other heavy theme. Alright, I'm going to keep it nice and short this week because I've got another video to upload that I've been very late on this week. So again, if you are interested in the prints, give me an email or contact me on any of the social medias for that fellow. All right, there we go. We'll be back next week with Listen with Eldritch and this week's pipe. So until then, take it very easy. A loyal pipe maker.